Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of A Lawyer Plays Dreamfall Chapters, The Longest Journey with me, Ryan the Gaming Lawyer. If you will recall in the last episode, everything's happening now. Everything is happening and moving so fast. And I don't even really know what the hell is going on. But in the last episode, we came back to being Zoe. She's in this facility. She's found her mom and her dad. Her mom has her trapped in this little metal thing, this little tube, and her dad's handcuffed to a machine nearby. And we're trying to... I don't know what we're trying to get her to do. Let us out? Tell us what's happening? I had a choice between going after her angry or pleading. I'm gonna try pleading. I don't know if it'll work, but I don't know why anger would work better.
What? Please, let me out. Please. Please.
Oh, Zoe, please pull yourself together.
That didn't seem to
After
help.
we're done, you can leave. You and Gabrielle. That was the deal.
Deal.
Done? With what?
The culmination of 30 years of research. My life's work. Rebooting the world.
What?
I will explain, and hopefully you'll understand. But first, I do need you to calm down and be rational. Nothing good will come from panicking.
Alright, I don't think... Well,
Calm down. She's right. There's no point fighting this. Not yet. All I can do is breathe.
yeah, figure out what's happening and then you can make a further assessment.
That's better. Deep breath, Zoe. Now listen to me. For the past year and a half, you've been in a coma inside Jiva's labs in Mumbai. You've been dreaming.
No, that's not possible.
Hold on, I'm not saying it's all been a dream. Everything you've experienced has been real. That's what's so amazing and exciting, Zoe. While you were dreaming, you projected a physical binary of yourself into the waking world.
What?
Think of it like entangled particles, one copy here in my lab and one in Europolis.
What?
You dreamed yourself a new life in Propast, and it came to be as real as anything.
But why?
2 reasons. Misdirection, to keep Wadi Corp off our backs, and more importantly, to trigger your memories and activate your latent powers. We needed you to return to that parallel otherworld to find and absorb a primal source of dreaming energy to fulfill your potential.
Lux, are you there?
You have a unique skill. You must have realized this by now. You can reshape reality.
I'm a dreamer.
There have always been stories of those born with the power to change the world, but I couldn't wait around for that to happen, so your father and I made you.
Made me?
How's Gabrielle involved? What did he do? They were married. Of course they made me. What does she mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean by made?
You were the first experiment, our first creation. We designed you, the first manufactured dreamer. You were born in this lab. There were other experiments, half-sisters. Faith, of course, the final girl. She was a mistake. And you met Hannah not so long ago. She was the second experiment, after you. You were drawn to each other, and she was drawn here, to Aingana, to the dreams. I know she's in Mumbai, but she's not strong enough to affect anything. She poses no threat. None of them worked out, not the way we intended. And I didn't think you would either. So I let your father take you away when you were a toddler. He cared so much about you, he was willing to give up everything, his life, his career. Me? How could I say no? It wasn't until you connected to a dream machine that I realized your powers were there, only latent. That's why I put you in a coma and brought you back here. I did it to protect you. If I hadn't, Wadi would have taken you. Your father had no choice but to come along. He did what he had to do to keep you safe. We both did. We saved your life, Zoe. And we made a deal. Gabrielle would help me finish what we'd begun. We'd be partners again. And then, afterwards, he could take you home. I'd leave you alone. The deal still stands once we finish changing the world.
What is that, rebooting the world? What the hell does that mean?
Did she just say what I think she said? Helena is clearly unstable.
I want to know more about what she's proposing.
Did she... Changing what?
Changing everything. For the better.
What does that mean?
I need you to understand this. We're going to remake the world. You and I.
How?
I don't have time to go into details, but there's a place we go when we dream.
Story time.
Different cultures have different names for it. The Aranda people of Australia call it dream time. Think of it as the initial state of all matter and energy in every possible universe. The blueprint. All realities originated in this initial state, and they remain entangled, evolving, one universe affecting another. Wave energies are fueled by dreams. Particles in our world are entangled with particles in Arcadia because they were created together in story time. Eingana has the power to change the wave field, and thus the observable universe through dreams.
Wati, the dream machine. They must somehow be connected to Helena.
Yeah, I'd like to
Jiva.
know about that.
So what's Waticorp's role in this?
You bird.
Wadi funded us, funded the development of the dream machine. We needed to collect and store dream energy. The dream machine facilitated that. They thought we were working for them, not the other way around. Wadi just wanted brainwashed consumers. They wanted to sell their silly toy to billions and rule over a virtual world. They have no imagination.
That's all they really wanted to do?
What about my friends in Propast? What about Reza? Were they just dreams?
No, she said that they were real.
How does Arcadia fit into the puzzle? If that wasn't a dream, then what is it?
Well, let's start with the friends.
What about...
If I dreamed myself into Europolis, what about Reza? My friends? Were they...
Dreams? No, you don't understand. They're real. All of it was real, Zoe. You were there in Propast, a physical projection walking amongst real people. A three-dimensional copy made flesh using the power of dreams. And they never realized.
That's why she vanished.
Well, at least most of them didn't. I sent someone to protect you in case anything went wrong. It's a good thing I did, too. Things spun out of control. Falk Friedman saved your life. As for Reza, it's more complicated. He's been an unwitting agent of Wati. His reckless investigations caught their attention. They needed to manipulate the press, and they wanted to keep an eye on you. He was an easy tool, so they brainwashed him. We'll fix Reza, I promise.
Is that what she meant by that's not the real Reza? He actually was Reza, but he's brainwashed? Okay.
How does Arcadia fit?
And Arcadia?
One of many worlds spawned from dreams. A world of... I'm a scientist. I don't understand magic. It's chaotic, complex, and unpredictable. Magic is dangerous, and it has no place in a rational universe. But we needed it. We had to bridge the divide in order to store these vast quantities of dream energy. We put things in motion to return you to Arcadia, but you did most of the work yourself. Of course, we had help on the other side, a partner, but he didn't... You did it on your own, Zoe. You were compelled to connect with the primal force that inhabited the initial state before this universe. That was only possible by crossing the divide. Something called you there. Some force guided you. I don't know how to quantify it or explain it, but you succeeded. You absorbed the energy, and it didn't kill you. You got stronger. Strong enough to wake up and break out sooner than anticipated, but the timing ended up being perfect. You've reached your full potential. You're finally ready to interface with Eingana.
What? Yeah, when we met with Lux, and we had that conversation where She was clearly understanding more than we were. And she accepted something, became something? I don't know.
She's mentioned Aingana several times now. It sounds important. And familiar.
Now, let's see.
Aingana.
Meet Aingana. It took me decades to design and build her. She spans dimensions, taps into the dream energies. She's
Part of the
quite
tower
thing.
and the other.
But she's actually not the first. Wadi had the prototype. They used her to operate the beta version of DreamNet. After she was destroyed, we built Aingana 2. She operates the version of DreamNet currently processing and recording the dreams of hundreds of millions of Dream Machine users. And now, we're reversing the process. With you as the conduit, connecting quantum fields, connecting dream time with reality, Aingana will begin to alter our observable universe. Don't look so worried, Zoe. You won't need to do anything. She knows what to do. I've programmed her, and my template will guide her. Together, you'll make a better world. A world without sickness or death. A world without superstition, intolerance. A world where everyone's equal, where justice and compassion will prevail. A world not ruled by corporations or religions, but by science and logic, by rational thought. A better world.
I don't know what to think of that. It doesn't sound right. Anything that throws, like, it's lopsided balance-wise, and the way that this universe structure works is, like, very bad, isn't it?
I need to stall for time. Keep her talking until I can figure out a way to open this pod. She's waiting for me to respond. I think she needs me to understand. If I don't say anything...
Let's try silence.
I know this is a lot to take in, and I don't expect you to understand all of it right away. But in time, you will. Here we go.
Oh no, that didn't work. That didn't work. Is that another fail state? I lose this game a lot. I've had a lot of fail states in the last few episodes. Sometimes over and over and over again, several times in a row. Oh, goal's updated. We back in the Dreamtime? Yeah, it looks like her Dreamtime costume. Wait, did she also wear that costume in Arcadia? Ooh!
Crow? Crow, is that you?
He broke his nest and threw him. Broke his neck and threw him into the dreaming.
I'm supposed to show you something.
What? Why? What are you doing here? And where is here?
I don't know. I don't even know how I got here. I'm a bit. I don't feel right. I'm not sure what happened.
He's dead.
And I'm not sure I'm all here, if that makes sense.
No.
No. Yeah, no. I can see how that makes no sense.
What are you supposed to show me?
Oh, I almost forgot. So the ghost in the machine told me to do this thing. This one last thing. The ghost said that this has been my destiny all along. I don't expect you'll know what I'm talking about.
Crow, I don't even know where this is. A minute ago, I was inside a pod in a lab, and now...
We're inside the quantum weave that makes all the stories. This is reality's blueprint. How did I know that? What does quantum mean? What's a blueprint?
Well, that explains everything.
That was sarcasm. I detect sarcasm.
This ghost in the machine, who was it?
No idea. I remember nothing before meeting you here, aside from a ghost telling me to show you what I'm about to show you. And I don't even know what that is.
Show me what? There's nothing here.
Let's go find it.
This is very surreal. Oh. That looks like where Brian Westinghouse started the last game.
Does this look at all familiar to you?
The monastery.
It looks like a monastery.
There you go. Maybe that's it.
That doesn't really help. Hey, that looks like a diary.
It's Brian's.
It's a handwritten letter.
I am at the crossroads between waking and dream. One path leads back to the world I left behind. The other path leads to a place of shadows. Between the familiar and the unknown, between certainty and doubt, my choice would seem obvious. Any sane man would turn around, return to the world he knows, forget what he has learned, and live his life in blissful ignorance. But in truth, it is too late. My choice was made many years ago, when I first embarked on this journey. I cannot turn back. I am at a crossroads. But for me, there is only one path. I leave behind these words in the hope that someday they will serve as a map for someone else. To whomever reads this, Godspeed on your journey. If you ever decide to follow in my footsteps, look me up. Brian Westhouse.
Brian Westhouse?
Hi,
Our
Charles.
Westhouse?
The plot thickens.
Thickens or just getting more muddled? I don't know what this is supposed to tell us.
That Westhouse is involved?
There's that, I guess.
Come on, there's more.
All right. Now what? That's it to look at right now. Oh yeah, I call my bird Chauncers.
Your journey is about to begin.
So you know, I don't think I usually use. I just call her bird here.
I've seen stuff like that in films, but never in real life. This looks like a Buddhist temple.
This is so weird. It's the exact recreation of the set at the beginning of
The ritual is ready.
Dreamfall,
Step onto the dais, traveler.
the last game. This is where Brian was being transported into the dream time. If I step up there, will I go too? Yep, this is a recreation of the opening scene of the last game.
Okay, so what just happened?
Portals. They're all over the place. Let's follow him.
Through the... Wait!
Yep.
This is the story time.
You know this place?
I remember. I was here. For a long time. It's the place between. I didn't want to wake up and they
Is it the fire guy up
needed
there?
me. The people who were dreaming. They were sick. I tried to help them.
Uh-huh. Interesting. But we need to see what's going on. I'm supposed to show you this.
Alright. Well, I need to shift positions here. Legs falling asleep. Come on, bird. It's shoulder time. Try not to chew on my headphones too much while you settle in. Alright. So yeah, I forget what that guy's name is over there. He's the fire... The dude. Oh, is he talking with Brian right now? And when Brian first got here, he talked to the fire guy, and then the evil black tentacle monster came out of the sky.
What are you doing here? You cannot be here. It will find you.
I don't... Where am I? What is this place?
How did you get here? Go back the way you came, quickly. You cannot stay.
I don't know how to go.
It is here. What have you done?
Maybe I'm the black tentacles?
What have you done?
What do you mean?
No, bird.
What?
Quiet.
The undreaming.
Oh, nope, that's not me.
God. What is that? What? No. No. No.
Yep, that's what happened. And then it faded to black, so we get to finish the situation.
What is that terrifying thing?
Hey, bird, hey,
That's
hey,
the undreaming.
relax,
I know it is. I feel it.
relax.
That's going to give me nightmares for a long, long time.
The undreaming entered Westhouse.
It sure did.
Hey,
Was he
come
looking
here.
for it? Is that why he came here? Or was it an accident?
I guess that's what you're supposed to figure out. Come on, we have more places to visit.
He's like the ghost of Christmas past and present and future and all that good stuff. Crow doesn't know what's going on. He just knows exactly what to do. Right? You don't have to know what's going on. I'm just hoping by the time this all unravels, it'll all make sense. Because a lot of things have been falling into place, but then I still, big picture, I don't really understand what the hell's happening. Okay, he's the guy working with my mom, the agent on the other side. Brian Westing, as Brian Westhouse, is the evil guy. Son of a bitch. But he and Cortez was friends. I guess it's been a long time, huh? Guess a lot's happened since he was friends with Cortez. Son of a bitch! Why does he tried to help me before. I guess things have changed since the Longest Journey. This is not the end, is it? It's an interlude, but... We're in book 5 now, aren't we? Oh, it's the painting of, Is this her? Is this Saga as an adult?
Home sweet home.
Wow, I think it is.
The house feels strangely quiet. It must be, what, a year since I last visited? And who knows how long it's been for the house. Could be a day, could be decades. Balance. I need to get moving. There's not much time until the songlines align. Let's see. Elixir, a good rope, a spatula. Chop chop, Saga.
What am I doing?
I don't know if I like it.
I run out, get elixir, find a rope, cure a spatula.
Where is that supposed to be again? It makes me a bit anxious to look at it, like poking a wound that hasn't quite healed.
I know she's supposed to be in a hurry, but I'm kind of curious now to look at everything. There's leaves in her room. That's weird. Furniture's covered up in sheets. I think it's been a while. Looks like she's wearing a 1980s style Walkman. Yes, bird. Hello.
I got pretty good, to be honest, and it comes in handy. There's not that many people who can create songlines.
We may have to move you to your cage if you don't calm down.
Papa's guitar. Mine now, I guess.
What happened to Papa?
I put away most of their stuff when Papa left. What's the point in keeping things around? It's not like they're ever coming back. I'll move those out of here someday.
So, this is her house now, apparently.
I devoured those books when I was younger. It was all I had of the outside world. My books and Uncle Galeth. But he was careful not to say too much. He knew I was too curious. Oh, I was a handful back then. It's a miracle Papa didn't lock me in my room. Not that it would have done much good. Paths and portals everywhere. I barely remember her. And I barely think about her anymore. It was time to let go.
I guess I didn't find her.
Mama was beautiful. I guess I got my looks from Papa.
You're not bad. I like the windows open and there's the green outside.
I miss it sometimes. But only sometimes.
Oh, look at the baby picture.
They were happy here. For a brief time. And then... attachments are risky. Especially when you live like we did. Adrift between worlds. You just have to accept the risk.
Alright, gotta remember exactly what I'm doing. Elixir, rope, spatula. Okay.
I thought Papa got rid of Hugsy.
Hugsy.
Did he find his way back? It wouldn't surprise me. Both creepy and comforting. Comfeepy. Comforting.
Comforting.
That's Hugsy for you.
He's purple. I wonder if he's like the Dreamtime version of Wonkers.
All those years wanting to walk out that door, pass through the turnstiles, and never come back. Papa tried all the wards he could think of, but it made no difference. I was too strong-headed.
What happened?
All those years wanting to walk out that door.
Gotcha.
I put away most of their stuff when Papa left.
Oh, rope.
What's the point? Rope check.
That looks like a... Oh, it's just a vase, but it could have been an elixir. Okay, I got the rope. I also need a elixir and a spatula. Can I come up here now? And go into Dad's room? I could never go in here before.
There's nothing I need in there.
Still can't go in there.
It's been so quiet up here since Papa left.
Those plug outlets? Alright. Yeah, this is definitely... That's like an electric... This place is definitely like a real place with some sort of science. Is it science and magic going on here? But... I don't understand.
I barely remember her.
Okay.
And I barely think about her anymore. It was time to let go.
Boxes we don't need to look at. Picture of them together.
Before Papa left, I don't think the fire ever went out. He wouldn't let it. He said it was the beating heart of the house. I'm not sticking around very long. Next time.
Next time. Alright. Well, at least she can come and go as she pleases, but what happened to her dad? He just said... She's just saying she doesn't think he'll come back. But she didn't say he's dead, and I still don't know whatever happened to Mom. Mom left just for business and never came back.
I'm not sure I like that reminder. She haunted us for so long, and her ghost took Papa away from me.
What do you mean?
It was Mama's, but there's nothing of her left here now, just things.
I can take it?
I'm not a writer. I can play, I can paint, but I didn't inherit her talents. I'm not sure what to do with the place. It's not like I can put it on the open market. Transdimensional domicile for sale. Fully furnished. Beware, temporal shifts and transdimensional tears.
I was gonna say, what is that? There's like static occasionally shooting across the screen, which is weird. Door.
Papa was so worried about the cracks reopening, he checked the wall every day for decades. The song lines are not yet aligned, and I need to get everything together before then.
Oh, am I gonna be using that doorway then? Is this elixir? What am I doing again? An elixir and a spatula. This is looking elixir-y. Do I have to...
I'm out of the elixir. Okay, I knew that. No worries, Saga. This is all part of the plan.
Do I have to brew an elixir now?
I'm fairly certain the recipe's in the compendium.
Oh my lord.
There should be enough time to prepare a bottle. Prophecies can't be wrong, can they? No.
Alright.
Right?
Well, before we do that, there's got to be a spatula. It's got to be easy, right? Just laying around?
Spatula? Check.
There we go. Now all we got to do is brew the potion.
Let's see. Elixir of extraordinary extra-human strength. Elixir of multiple consecutive climaxes. Elixir of selective remembrance.
I think the people during the harvest had the multiple climax
Elixir of
one.
delayed onset of mortality. That's the one. Keep ticking after you've taken a licking. Page 108. Dried blood bog blossoms, leaf of void oak, boiled in strong liquor. Those things should be easy enough to find around here.
Was that blossoms? Liquor, void leaves, blossoms. Should be easy enough to find around here, but where? If not up in these...
Ready for elixir making.
Elixir. Is that really how you say it? Oh wait, where was that? Downstairs? I never did get to go down there. Apparently it would make Dad mad, but... Ooh,
Best wine I ever had. There were no grapes in that world, but the berries they used, absolutely sublime.
Alright, well, we're going to zero in on this. I just looked over and realized we're about to hit 30 minutes. So, we're going to wrap this episode up right here. Call it, and then next time we'll figure out how the hell to make that potion. And then what's going to happen. It's all a mystery to me. Hopefully, I don't suspect that the game's going to be over in 3 minutes, but, you know, who knows. I feel like there's still a lot to be resolved and explained, though. So, but But I do feel like we are approaching the end. Bird agrees. Alright, so gonna wrap this up. I'd like to thank everybody for joining me once again in another episode of A Lawyer Plays Dreamfall Chapters, and until next time, I hope everybody is doing well and take care. Bye-bye.